Alright, guys, tankers, how we doing today? Ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube video, welcome. It's update day. It's patch notes day. So let's go. This is going to be coming in for uh, May 4th of 2021. So we're getting a lot of stuff. We're getting a bunch of stuff that's coming out. Minto, God bless him, posted this today. So here's what's going to be going on. I'm going to go through the content changes afterwards, simply because there's a lot that I have to go through here, so bear in mind with me, right? So instead, we're going to go through the bundles first. So these bundles are going to be available from the 4th to the 10th of May. So we're going to have the Allied Powers with the M46 Patton KR, the Centurion MK51 RAAC, the Corvettes 1, and the AMX 1357. It's it's not a bad bundle. The RAAC is pretty decent. The Corvettes 1 is okay. The 1357 is absolutely hysterical. It's a great tank, 100% a great tank. 46 Patton KR, it's okay. It's not great. It's been heavily power crept. The Axis Trio, the Mauerbrecher, the Senshi STA2, and the Progetto M35 Mod 46. This is not a bad bundle, actually. The Mauerbrecher is pretty decent. The Senshi is a preferential matchmaking tank. It is phenomenal, in my opinion. If you can get it, 100% snag it up. It's got great mobility. It's got decent armor. It's got great view range. Think of it as a Pershing with slightly less armor but more mobility. That's basically all the STA2s. Any of the STA2s are basically just an is just a Japanese Pershing with less armor but more mobility. If you think about it that way, it's not that bad. It's a great pseudo scout and you will get a lot of damage with it. And the Progetto, it's not bad. All the Italians could honestly, in my opinion, use a little bit of a buff, but it's not bad. The Teutonic Force, the Rheinmetall Scorpion, the Awful Panther, and the Panther MIT 88. Okay, I personally don't like the Awful Panther, but people swear by this tank, so that's whatever. They just did a sale on the 8.8 the other day, so I'm like, I don't know. They're really trying to shove it down. Though to be fair, they literally had what I think an entire month where they put an Iron Rain in almost every single bundle, or at least one bundle a week for like a whole month. It was absurd. So the Rheinmetall Scorpion G, pretty good. Doesn't have as much camo as the Iron Rain, but it's got around an 8-second reload, and it hits like an absolute truck. It's also got one of the best concealments for tier 8. It is a little bit taller though than the Iron Rain when you compare them, so be careful when you use it. Other than that, it's not a bad tank. The American Mix captured King Tiger, Hellcat 105 HMC, and the T25 Pilot 1. Oh, that bundle hurts. That bundle is so bad. The Hellcat 105 is strictly for memes. If you are not running this thing with full HE, you're not playing it correctly. The T25 Pilot 1 is it's okay. It's not great. And the Captured King Tiger, it's a King Tiger. It's been power crapped. There's nothing you can really do about it. The Soviet Resolve, the T44-100, the Object 252U, and the SU-130PM. Okay, this is a bundle that you should keep your eyes out for. The T44-100 is kind of okay, but the two sellers here are the Object 252U and the SU-130PM. Great tank. The 252 English is hard. The Object 252U is a phenomenal tank. Absolutely phenomenal. Some people have said it's been power crept, and I can partially agree, but it's turd armor and overall alpha and just solid pen overall. It's still a phenomenal tank. And the SU-130 PM. Does anybody not love this tank? This thing is an absolute goon. It's got great concealment. It hits like a truck, and it's fairly mobile. It's pretty mobile, so it's not bad. So overall, the T44-100 is okay, but if you don't have either the 252U or the SU-130, definitely pick this bundle up. And then the channel connection. Woo! Baby! Oh, man, oh, God. Uh, you play these tanks. This is the I hate everything you do bundle. The Cromwell Snakebite with the Simon Lynette Commander, the AMX CDC, and the Vanguard. So, The CDC is whatever. We're going to skip the CDC. Pretty much everybody knows what it does. The snake bite, bro, it's the Sergeant Rock 1SQ special. It is the fastest tank in the game with all the right equipment and perks at like 92, 93 kilometers an hour without going downhill. It is an absolute goon. Top tier, you'll have a blast. Bottom tier, you're just an absolute nuisance, right? People have to change how they lead shots because you're going an additional 15 to 20 kilometers an hour faster than you were before. So it's pretty goony. The Vanguard, it's still got its acceleration a little messed up. It's not as fast on the acceleration as it was in years prior, but it is still a phenomenal tank. Oh my god, I love mine. I have over 1 million XP on mine. It is an absolute wonder. And it's one of the few light tanks, in my opinion, that can still run and gun and passive spot without giving up too much trade-offs. So it's very, very good, in my opinion. So I heavily recommend it. The deals of the week are going to be the Revenant Craft Panther and the Type 59-2. We just earned the Type 59-2. If you don't already own it, don't buy it. It's, in my opinion, it's good. It's a solid tank, but I don't think it may be worth it. It depends on how much it's going to be on sale for. If it's on a decent sale, then maybe. Otherwise, I would say skip it. The Revenant Craft Panther, I believe this is the Halloween version of the Craft Panther. So in the Halloween mode, it is invisible, and whenever you go over it, your reticle does not bloom / go red when you see them, and it does not silhouette players. So it's kind of goony. Its gun's pretty good. Other than that, it plays exactly like every other Craft Panther. Nothing special. The personal offers are the Tiger 131, the Banshee Comet, and the Jackal M4A4 FL10. Lower tiers, lower tiers. They're solid tanks. The Jackal's kind of nutty. The Tiger 131 has been a little bit power crept, but it's still a solid tank. The Banshee, I don't own the Banshee, but I know a lot of people are not happy with the Banshee. It doesn't perform very well. So keep that in mind. The World of Tanks console Twitch streams are going to be tomorrow, Tuesday the 4th, Friday the 7th, and Monday on the 10th. The 4th will be the update rundown. The 7th will be the community update with Pain God, and the 10th will be the insider information stream. So now here's the big stuff that we got. We got content changes. Boy, we got all new stuff. So check this out. The VDay Anniversary. The VDay Anniversary is as such. You will be able to earn the British Bulldog Churchill 7. And it's going to be a little bit different this time, the way that they're doing the point system. So the way the point system will work is based on where you place on your team, you will get a certain amount of points. If you place first on your team, you will get 3 points. If you place second or to fourth, you will get 2 points. And if you place 5th through 7th, you will get 1 point. So basically, it's just like the long haul. Just try to place 7th or up, and you'll be fine. And here's the kicker, right? Here's the best part, is in between the stages, the points roll over. So if you get 2 first place back to back, you automatically have stage 1 done, because that's only 5 points, and the last point, that 6th point, will automatically go into the second stage. So we're no longer losing points on that. I like this. Thank you, Wargaming. This has been something that I've been kind of aggravated about, is that you keep resetting things on different stages. Stop doing that. Thank you. This is awesome. So basically, as you go through the stages, you earn discounts on it, and you get a certain amount of gear. For example, stage 1, you get 10,000 silver. Stage 2, you get 120,000 silver. Stage 3, you get 10,000 silvers. And at some stages, you get stuff like repair kits, fire suppressors, enhanced med kits. And then on stage 8, which is the final stage, boom, right here. Right. Why is it doing this? Why is it doing that? Whatever. All right. Stage 8, you will receive the British Bulldog. And a vehicle slot. Now, if I'm correct, if you complete it, if you already own the Bulldog, you will get all of its silver worth, which is 2,544,000 silver. But if I'm correct, you should still receive the vehicle slot, though. that it comes specifically with a separate. I think the way that they do the programming is that it comes with a spare vehicle slot, whether you earn the tank or you already own the tank. So if you already own the tank, it's a nice little chunk of change for you, help you grind those Cold War tanks. And if you don't own it, it's not a terrible tank. It's pretty fun. It is one of two premium preferred matchmaking tanks at tier 6, along with the almighty TOG 2. So if you don't own a TOG, this is a fairly good substitute, but get yourself a TOG if you can. So I'm a big fan of this. I like the rollover system. The chunk of change of silver is going to be really nice because I already own it. So it's going to be, and I like again, I cannot stress this enough. The rollover system is so good. I really wish Wargaming would do the rollover system just permanently. It's a solid system. A lot of games do it, and it works. It just works well, right? So the next thing that's coming up is Modern Armor Guides. Modern Armor Guides. So when you go to the web page, after you click that, you'll go to the Modern Armor Guides, and it'll give you all of these World of Tanks console game guides. This is where the majority of my stuff is, the time that's. All right. Well, that was fun. My mic decided to just randomly die, so that's cool. All right. So we're going corded now. So apologize for that. So all of these are the game guides. They have since updated them since Modern Armor came out. If you're looking for specific things, let's just take one for example. Let's go linear vehicle progression. If you don't know, if you're a newer player and you don't know what linear vehicle progression is, it basically teaches you what that is. It's just basic guides. It's a lot of wording on a lot of these. I've already gone through a couple of them. So it's a little wordy, but if you're a newer player, I heavily recommend looking these up, or just go to YouTube, type in World of Tanks console, and type in whatever you want to learn. You'll probably find a video explaining it more than that. So, and for you veterans, you can literally just ignore this. None of us need to know this. The only thing we may need to know is the post-battle screen. Actually, this is the one that I haven't seen yet, the one that I'm actually curious on. So we're going to take a look at this. So post-battle result screen, blah, blah, blah. That's for World War II, World War II mode, Cold War mode, blah, blah, blah. PBRS improvements, all right. I still don't like the fact that we don't have damage across the boards. Right, that we don't get to see how much damage we've done to certain players, how much blocking, how much specific shells we blocked, stuff like that. I don't like that we still don't have that. They are apparently working on that, so that's good to know. So again, if you're a newer player, I heavily recommend taking a look at this. Again, it's World of Tanks Modern Armor updated game guides. You're going to click this button, and it will go straight to this page here. All right, so. Now, next up on the chopping block is the new key cards. We're getting brand new key cards, and honestly, your boy may buy some to stock up on gold, because there's a lot of really. I'm taking a look at the 3 tanks here right now: the Sturv 81, the ELC, and the Action X. That's not bad. So, confidential key cards. You can literally ignore all of this information. None of this really matters. But basically, premium tank drop is always the same as it's always been. It's a 10% drop, and that's for all of the cards. But for the confidential key cards, we're going to see the T29, the FCM 36 Pack 40, Panzerkampfwagen T15, Panzerkampfwagen S35 739F, M22 Locust, T127, AC1 Sentinel, Honor T28E with F30, the Valentine 2, the KV222, the Ziska Skoda T40, the Excalibur, the Panther M10, the Sturv B1, and the Wiz 111. Or the Sturv 81, my bad, and the Wiz 111. I personally don't get these because the majority of these tanks are normally of the lower tiers. Like, for example, all of these tanks right here are all low tiers. They're all tier 6 below. They're not really worth it. I think the Panther M10 is also along with that. The only tanks that are above that are the Sturv 81 or the unskinned version of the Primo Victoria, if you already own that, in the Wiz 111. So, if you're short on cash, you can buy these. But But otherwise, that's probably not the set that I'm going to buy. I normally go for the classified key cards. Now, these ones are normally the ones with the medium range. They've got a little bit of low tier, a little bit of high tier. It's a nice, good balance, and it's the best bang for your buck. I heavily recommend picking up any of the classified key cards. You can buy 22 for $50. At least that is what is currently set up on here in the United States for PlayStation. So in the classifieds here, what you're going to be able to get are the Matilda 4, the Sherman Grizzly 1, the VK6501H, the Fighting Girlfriend T34, the SU85 1, Citadel Tiger 1, the Dicker Max, the AC4 Experimental, the T52, Cromwell Knight, SU100Y, SU12244, Wiz 121 GFT, the Deathstalker 46 Patton, and the ELC Even 90. Lot of really good tanks in here. The Matilda 4, pretty solid. Grizzly, pretty decent. 65 is an absolute meme. It's fun. The AC4 Experimental, not bad. Not bad. The T52, absolute unit. It is one of the best, one of my favorite tier 6s of all time, even though I don't have much time with it. The SU100Y, not that great of armor, but it's got a solid gun. The SU122 and the Wiz 120s, solid guns. The Deathstalker, we already went over. It's much like the KR. It's not great, but it's not terrible. It's just a Patton that's been tiered down. And the ELC Even 90, just like the Vanguard, it's literally just the unskinned Vanguard. If you can get it, it's a great tank. So, and then there are the top secret key cards. In my opinion, the top secret key cards are still a little too expensive for most players to buy. It's just too expensive. You get 27 key cards for $100, where the classified you get 22 for $50. In my opinion, the classified are a way better deal, and they're just, in my opinion, normally have a better ratio of tanks from low to high tier, because the top secret normally has nothing but higher tier tanks, but last year, if I'm correct, it was last year, they doubled the amount of tanks that are available. So instead of 15 tanks, it is now 30. This was to prevent people that already owned every tank to just consistently farmed, or the people that had the majority of those said tanks to farm them by getting key cards. Because if you don't know, if you already own a tank and you receive it specifically from a key card, you will receive the current gold cost for it. So keep that in mind. So if you own all of these tanks, 100% pick up the top secret. But if you only own 1 to 2 of these, don't bother. Buy the classified instead. It's a way better deal. So here, 30 tanks. Let's go. The Warlord Panther, the T28 Concept, the IS-2, the Awful Panther, the Holland Hun M41 90mm, unskinned. The KV-5, Panther MIT 8.8, Falcon T92, the Boghor Super Mutant, Type 59, the M4A1 Rev, the T26E5, the T54 Fos Prototype, Legion 59 Patton, the Gila Hawk 30, the Turtle 59 Patton, Lancen C, IS-2M, T26E3 Eagle 7, Tiger 1 Hammer, Adler VK4503, KV-122, Shaska SU-130PM, Object 252U, Capture King Tiger, Kirovets 1, Carnivon Action X, and Guardian STG. Oh, God. Surprisingly enough, I actually own, like, a bunch of the back half. So about, like, here, I own, like, a solid set of those. So I still probably won't pick these up. Again, it's too many tanks. You also get higher gold amount for it, but it's just really expensive. In my opinion, I'm buying 27 key cards for 100, or I could buy 22 key cards for 50. I think what they should do is instead they do 27 key cards for $75 or $80. They do 13 key cards for $40. They do 6 key cards for $25, and then 1 key card for $5. That's fine. I think that is a much better deal. It's a much better deal, and it also incentivizes people to play to buy more. Because in my opinion, the top secrets, it's too expensive for what it's worth. You're better off getting the classified or the confidential. So, going off the key cards, then we've got three more things to go on. We got the Cinco de Mayo challenge on the 5th of May. So it's probably going to be another like daily earn up, or it's probably going to be something along the lines of get a certain amount of XP in a battle, get a special emblem or something. You know, the standard things to earn, guys. The Victory Day challenge from the 7th to the 9th of May. That'll be that'll be just before the weekend. And that's probably going to be another one of those earn ops, and then the Mother's Day weekend op. Now, if I'm correct, last year they offered, I think they offered up the Motherland as the actual Mother's Day op, but I don't remember. If you guys know, comment below. Let me know what you guys think, and remind me what they offered for Mother's Day last year. Because I want to say they offered the Motherland as the reward tank for the op last year, but I don't remember. I've ate, slept, and drank since then. So, but overall, solid bundles. I love the fact that there are a bunch of events this week. That is huge, big. So definitely check it out. There's a lot of stuff going on. Definitely take a look about it. And again, this all goes live tomorrow, if you are watching this on the 3rd, on May 4th, 2021. So, with that being said, thank you guys for stopping by. Let me know what you guys think of these patch notes. And we still haven't came up with a name for these patch notes yet. So, comment below what you guys think what the name for the patch notes should be. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe. And as always, good hunting. I'll see you guys next time.